And we're live. Yes, we are. We are live.
We're there. We're there.
Hello!
You'll have to bear with me, folks. I've just got new telly sorted out so I can see YouTube. And I can actually read chat. It's fabulous. The only problem being that I'm going through the phone, so I can't pull up who the participants are. So you're going to have to bear with while I say hello later. Mark, how you doing?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right, mate.
You've been a busy boy, haven't you?
I certainly have, yes. Very, very busy. What's think to it?
I love it.
Well, we've got to be honest with you, and I'm going to say it because one of the bitches is in actual chat. We were sat on watching the bitches. I popped round to Steve's gaff on Friday. I know we're supposed to be. We kept 2 distance apart, so we were good. It was good. We were watching bitches, and I just so liked their layout on Twitch. And I thought, I've got to do something. So I've changed the home service, and I've changed this one. It's this is me Star Trek-y look one.
I love this.
Yeah.
Very TMG.
Yeah.
That's a compliment and a half. Cheers,
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah. That was my idea. So it's kind of Star Trek-y.
Awesome.
So yeah, so you've got to thank the bitches for this, really, because it was watching them that I thought we all sat there watching it, and we were sort of like, I thought, obviously listening to the girls, but it was sort of like I was more watching the actual look of it, how Twitch is and that lot, and I thought I do like that look with the little boxes and that lot. So I thought, yeah.
I think the legend that is Zan may have been responsible for that. He says you're welcome.
Fist bump. Are you going to say hello to chat?
I am. Right. This is going to be interesting. So, we have... Oh, God, why has it gone back onto top chat? We don't want top chat. We want live chat.
Why does it do that?
What annoys me is when it does that, it cuts off. I lose all the older stuff. So, we've got Reno. Good afternoon. Stuart Ayrton. Gav Evans. Hephaestus, I know, has been sat in here for hours, bless him.
Big thumbs up for Hephaestus.
We have the ever-lovely Vapor Bunny. No.
Bunny, Huggles.
Mr. Richards, greetings, old boy.
Oh, boy.
Rusty, how you doing? Jay Jerry, good afternoon. We've got Mr. Evans. Gav is with us. Dion78. Tetley. Love the logo there. It looks like an ad for Grindr. Yeah, cheers, Tetley. What is this Grindr you speak of? Stuart Ayrton. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Paul Anderson. Hello, mate. Thank you for the update as well on your head shape, Paul. If you go across to the Tales from the Home group, there's a post and he's done an update on the Just Giving page. So
awesome. I haven't seen that, I'll be honest with you.
No. There was a lot of hair come off. Hell of a lot of hair.
He had a lot of hair.
He did indeed. And now, Paul, you'll have to clear it up. Did the beard come off as well? Gailey, good afternoon.
And Gailey.
The Ronster is with us. Oh, bless. Chris Doyle. Hello,
Christopher
mate.
Doyle.
Ben. Greetings, Grumpy. Lisbeth, how you doing?
Huggles.
Paul Winstanley. Good afternoon, sir. The ever wonderful Mr. Porter.
Mr. Porter.
Stevie is in the house. Don't give him your name. Timmy. I'm hoping we've got, of course, the legend that knows the way, but we've already mentioned him.
Does he know the way?
He
does know the way.
Jason Higginson, good afternoon. We've done Jay Jerry, we've done Reno, we've done the Ronster. Stevie! No Jasper. Oh no, Stevie's back at work. That's why I know Jasper.
Oh,
Oh, Jasper's lovely.
oh.
The ever wonderful Mr. Doyle, I believe we've already mentioned. Gailey, we've mentioned. Nikki Maynard, good afternoon.
Hello.
And the Pie Man is with us. Keys in.
Little keys in.
Keys in.
Keys in. Okay.
The only man I know that finds cinnamon foreplay. Worrying.
Oh, we've got one more. We've got one more. Blazing Vapes.
Blazing, good afternoon. Right, well, thank you for joining us. It's our 80s special today.
80s.
Honestly, you go through the list of films from the 80s, and it just seems year after year there was banger.
Oh, you're not kidding.
And it seemed to go so off the boil during the 90s and 2000s.
When we decided that we was going to do this 80s movies, because we decided it literally on after last week's show, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And it was so like, oh, we'll have to mention this film. I think there were about nearly 100 films we mentioned in about 15 minutes.
I think if you... Can you see my list?
That's a fair few.
That's a fair few. So, see, you thought we didn't prepare for this.
Yeah.
You thought we'd just sit there and go,
we work hard at this show. We work hard.
Highly professional, both of us, honestly. Somebody's telling porkies, and it's me. 901, good to see you, mate.
Hey, kiddo.
Right. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting into the main topic a bit later.
Yeah, I've got a bumper for it.
Now,
bumpers, yeah. I'm so tough for my bumpers.
I love your bumpers. I'll say. Now,
Mixing, fist bump. If you want a taxi, don't ring him.
No, they're shut. Yes, I spotted you in 901. I'm not 100%. Irish. There's always a critic, isn't there?
There always is.
There's always the critic.
He's not. Thing is, though, he's not 100% sure. So there is a percentage that he does like it.
That's fair enough.
I'm fair with that.
Bill spotted some.
What's Bill spotted?
Where's the sheep?
Oh, yes. I forgot my sheep.
No, we don't need a moment alone, Bunny. No. We don't know what this grinder business is. No.
No, Bunny. No, we're fine. 2 meters apart.
I wish it was 2 meters.
Oh.
2 meters, I'd be scaling walls with the damn thing. Spider-Man.
And Graham loves Star Trek, so yeah, it's my homage to the Lars Star Trek computer on Next Generation.
You've been listening to Irish again, Bunny.
Ooh.
Irish, just shut one eye. That's all you have to do. I would only... What was that? I'd only step on it. Yeah, no need. No need. Thank you, Zan. Oh, blimey. Right, well, I think we should slip into the news first, unless you don't want to.
What are you vaping on first?
What am I vaping? Same old. Let's start with yours, because yours is far more interesting.
Oh, I'm only on the Tug Life Tugboat Unregulated Dual Box mod with the V2 Dead Rabbit and Mucho Do. That's basically it. Still rocking me series mod. It's the bit bi-turbo from Tesla with the rebirth on top. And I've also got me chunky monkey, my Steam Crave Aromamizer with the D7. And finally, but not leastly, I've got my basic Rogue with the Aquitasol. That's it. That's all I'm vaping on at the present moment.
Admit it, that Aromamizer's a vaping kosh. Somebody pisses you off, you just give them a love tap right back ahead with that.
I should have borrowed your mech.
Oh, the vaping giant?
Yeah. It'd have been something like this kind of size.
You'd have had Summers, no.
Juice-wise, besides obviously me Mocha Dough, I'm on me homebrew lemon and me homebrew melon and mango. That's it.
Have you cracked the mother's...
The mother's milk version? No, I haven't, no. It's the Milktron. I haven't opened it up yet, no. I'm saving myself.
You've got more willpower than me, kid.
Yeah.
So
Can't wait for that.
That looks fab. The problem is, you mentioned mother's milk, and you immediately have an expectation of what it tastes like, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've not tried it yet, so. But by all accounts, it is supposed to be the modern version of mother's milk. So.
I'll have some of that.
So what are you on?
Well, I'm just finishing off the last of the Zolo Smooth. And in the legend, because again, I'm trying not to set off the fire alarms, as you discovered on Friday.
As I did discover on Friday. Yeah, I did set the alarms off, though, you've got to admit.
No, you didn't. I was impressed. Quick update on the bottle shots. The Lincolnshire pudding is now mixed and steeping, as is the Miss Cherry from Bruise Brothers. So, first part, it took about 4 days to arrive.
Yeah.
So, a little bit slower than Dark Star, but still impressive given what's going off around us. So, I'm really, really quite impressed so far. We had a quick sniff, didn't we?
Yeah, we did have a quick sniff. You couldn't really tell it smell much, though.
No, it wasn't as fragrant as I thought it'd be, but...
I was quite surprised. I was expecting a bit more vanilla. But it wasn't. It was very plain. I'm hoping it's going to be obviously a lot nicer to vape than it was to smell.
It's a 4-week steep, so... Now, the Miss Cherry, there was a definite...
Oh, yeah.
Definite bang of menthol and eucalyptus in that, so...
Oh, Timmy, you and your Moo Moo mods. It blooming looks gorgeous with that Trinity cap on.
Yeah, but the last drips of the Rochford raspberry. I'm going to have to order some more of that.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah, I've got to put an order in for Rochford. I ain't had my lemon lush for ages.
Dumb.
I normally have some in. But I haven't, to be honest with you, I'm slacking. Seriously, I haven't bought any Rochford Project for about 3-4 months now. Must be.
You bad man.
I know.
No, I mean, the lemon lush is not my favourite.
Yours is the raspberry, isn't it?
Mine's the raspberry.
Yeah,
milk.
I do like the raspberry.
Oh, too damn right. Keys ordered some bottle shots from Dark Star. Now, they've only been steeping a couple of days, but he tried the cola and he wasn't impressed. But like I said, too soon. Too soon. It needs to sit in the dark and gently rock backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I know, Timmy. It is blooming gorgeous. It's walnut. Oh, and it looks lovely.
Oh. There's something about walnut, isn't there?
I think there's something about a wood mod. I love wood mods.
I'm a fan of wood. I thought I'd get it in before you did. Accidentally.
Boy.
What? I thought, innocent. See, Zan prefers the black vine. Black vine's just a bit too overpowering for me.
Yeah, I like it, don't get me wrong. It is a nice juice, but I still keep on going back to my lemon and my raspberry. That raspberry, what I love about the raspberry, it just gives you vape it, you vape it, you vape it, then all of a sudden you get this burst of raspberry.
Yep.
And I don't know how it does it. I don't know why it does it. It's just ping of burst of raspberry.
And it's lovely as well. It's just, and you don't know when it's coming. It's not like you can sort of say,
oh, this hit's going to do it. No.
yeah.
But my staple, lemon lush. Oh.
See, Gailey's lemon lush as well. Irish, you sit in the dark and rock gently backwards and forwards.
Gailey, if you do if you're very good, try some of that. It's not as good as lemon lush, but it's not far away from it. It is quite nice.
When have we ever been out of the gutter? Plenty of times, Hephaestus. Plenty of times. We don't live there, you know.
Oh, yes.
I say. Oh, Gailey says thank you.
Yeah, well worth a bash.
Well, thanks to Key, I've got some Dough Brothers, the lemon donut coming.
Ooh.
So I am so looking forward to that.
Yeah. I hope you're going to share.
I might. Of course I'm going to bloody share.
You bloody better.
Reno says we only rent the gutter for some holidays. Oh,
What?
Paul's just worked out a really good butterscotch custard. Sorry, new teeth. Now I have to make the 10ml tester last 2 weeks while the big bottle steeps. Oh, bless.
I've never been I don't know if it's age or what. You know, I know it's slightly off topic, but salted caramel. I never used to like it as a kid, but I've got really into it at the moment. Is it an age thing where you just your taste buds start changing?
Probably. I mean, I had the kids over for the first sleepover last night. Daughter's birthday. She was 17.
Bless.
So happy belated birthday, darling. Daddy loves you. She fell asleep. 8 o'clock, she was sparko on the sofa. So I bought this chocolate fudge cake. I got the candles. I'd gone to town.
Yeah.
She was fast off. So I've dropped the cake and the candles off at her mum's. And there's a Thornton's chocolate trifle now sat in my fridge that needs to be
Wave to
destroyed.
Liz. Quick, wave to Liz.
Snuggles! Big snuggles.
Fist bumped at Rev as well.
Oh, Rev.
Watched your review. I really enjoyed it, kidder. God, he makes review porn. Honestly, he really does. And he does it every time. He does it with his scissors, and you hear that. And it just gets me every time that when he does it. And he goes, you can hear the scissors going. Oh. I know I'm sad, but I love it.
Oh, Ronster's looking for a good blackcurrant chews liquid. I don't think I've found one yet.
A good blackcurrant. Blackcurrant's an hard one.
Yeah,
Because
but
a blackcurrant a lot of them end up like blooming cough syrup.
if you can find one that tastes like Chewits, for God's sakes, tell me, because I love blackcurrant Chewits.
If I remember right, I'm sure Darkstar do one.
I'll have to have a look. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm sure Darkstar do one.
Bill, behave. Bunny, I'm not fighting you for that as well. Yeah, there's certain flavours I would love to find. My holy grail.
Your holy grail, yeah? Oh dear, we've lost him. Oh no! Come back, please come back. We've been having absolute trouble because we were trying to get onto Zoom because we've been using Zoom recently, and Zoom's playing up, and yeah, it looks like he's definitely froze. Oh no! So, like I was saying, we tried to get on Zoom, but I look at Zoom is playing up, and now we went on to VC. It looks like VC's playing up. Come back. Yeah, definitely good screenshot, if nothing else. You'll have to bear with for a second. Let me get some juice in there. Oh dear. Dear. You're not kidding. Yeah, it's probably down to his computer. Yeah, I've updated Zoom, today, but by all accounts Zoom was having an outage or something. So we were using... I'll message him on VC, on... he's messaging me. Get back up. Yeah. Yes, his laptop's crashed. His laptop's crashed. Great, that's all we need. Well, there you go, Timmy. It's his new TV. We can blame it on his new TV. J. Jerry, you're going to give it 10 minutes. Thank you. Oh, bless him. Well, you'll just have to put up with me. You just have to put up with me. Oh, dear. Don't you love it when you're having fun? You tried getting a webcam to join in with the Zoom. Gail. Oh dear. 4 candles. I know I've got this. Of course I've got this. Yeah, I've totally got this. Yeah, he definitely needs a better computer. For some reason it keeps on crashing. I don't know why. But he's only using a laptop, so... he'll be back, don't worry. Don't worry. Regarding webcams, C920, that were on offer on Amazon not long back. And if you keep on keeping an eye on Amazon, they normally do some really cracking deals. So just keep an eye on, if you put it on like your special list, obviously they'll notify you. So hey, he's connecting, user is offline. So what's new? Not a lot. Oh, stuff that's come in. I've got this that's just come in. It's the Vaporesso Target PM30. So I've got that came in today. And I've also got some little disposable from Multi Pin. Little disposables. So not a lot been coming in, to be honest with you. Obviously, what we're trying to... being as it is, and obviously the virus and that, I've not been getting much in, so I've been thankfully catching up on old stock. Next week I'll be reviewing the Vaptio Cosmo Plus little starter kit, well, semi-starter kit, so that's what I'll be doing next week. And yeah, he is definitely out of touch here. Well, talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. While I try and get him back. Bronco, fist bump. Oh dear. Right, bear 1 second. Get over here. Let's see if I can find where he is.
no sound, dude.
Yeah, because I put you on mute.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, and you're back. Right. Hopefully we can go back to the main screen. Say hello to everybody while I sort this out.
I love this. First time we've used VC in ages, and what happens? It causes the damn laptop to go foobar. This is not good. No.
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 There you go. We're back.
There we are. Oh.
Sorry about that, folks.
I do apologize. It only seems to happen on VC. We've been using Zoom for weeks.
Isn't not bad.
One problem. So we can hear you. Good.
We can hear us. As long as you can hear us. We recovered. Yes, we recovered.
Eventually. I'm impressed though. You kept going. Yeah. You kept going. You showed the P30 off, which was a nice.
Yeah. Oh, and to let you all know, after once I've done that, this is going to be up for grabs.
Yes.
We're doing a giveaway.
Little bit of a giveaway. No, just to explain, we've had to use VC today because Zoom really is not happy. So, Jules, thank you, darling. Oh, Dean slips in the back door while I'm not looking.
I didn't see Dean there. Fist bump, Dean. Hope you're all right, buddy.
How is the back door, Dean? Is it well used, Dean? Is it? Back from the great beyond. I still think it's Bill Gates doesn't like what we say. Bless him.
Yeah, but I couldn't understand why we couldn't get on VC. What were it saying?
It was showing you as joining, but it wasn't doing anything more than that. See? Now we're back. The police have arrived. Apparently, the back door's loose, flappy, and falling off the hinges. It has been kicked in a few times.
No! That's so wrong!
Back and bad. What can I say, dude? Back and bad.
It's Sunday. No.
Oh, blimey, it is. It's the afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
Sunday afternoon. Anyway, right. Are we gonna do a show?
Yes, Daddy.
Right. Are we gonna do some news?
Yeah, I think we'd better. Moving on swiftly.
Right, news bumper.
Bad man.
So what have we got in the news?
It's the first time I've seen the bumper on a big telly. It's fab. Right. So what we've got, this is a story of Mr. Roy Yates. And he is a vapor that was refused oxygen because he vapes. He actually, if I remember correctly, he's actually contracted COVID. And he was refused oxygen. Sorry, I do apologise. Sought out assisted living home for himself and common law wife Ruth with dementia. Approached a worker at the continuing care government service for assistance, and 24 hours later, with their help, all looked good.
Yeah.
And a placement was pretty much promised. However, on May the 7th, and 3 days before he had to leave the home he'd sold, so they are homeless, he was informed he would not be welcome at the sheltered accommodation because he was a vapor and needed to use an oxygen concentration machine.
Oh, blooming heck.
So how that works, I am amazed. Because oxygen would not combust. I'm intrigued.
I'm shocked.
I
mean, obviously not vaping at the same time. Obviously, that makes logical sense. But
well, yeah, but the worker Ray's son Barry spoke to, said it was because Ray refused to go to a hospital to be cleaned up, which infers that he was being seen as in the same way as a drug addict would be.
Really?
Yeah. So the only drug that Ray apparently uses is CBD, which is 100% legal in Canada. Just when he thought things couldn't get any worse, on May the 11th, he was contacted by Nova Scotia Continuing Care Services. It informed him that due to a new policy that says anyone who smokes or vapes will be denied government-assisted oxygen programs, his supply would be removed and he would have to pay for his own privately. So you had the cost of the hotel room he's had to rent. Yeah. He's now being told he'll have to buy his own oxygen. Not only is he facing death now, but he's in dire financial straits. So it's unbelievable. I mean, the International Network of Nicotine Consumer Organisations, INCO, have stated it's nothing short of state-sponsored murder, and it is the organisation that brought this gentleman's plight to the public eyes. So this story is breaking on Twitter as we speak, so keep an eye out for it.
Because it's shocking, that.
It's unbelievable, and I'd love to know how 4 days after all this, all of a sudden there's a new policy. Seems, it could be coincidental, but it just seems very convenient.
It seems very convenient.
Which is, it's just, when are they going to stop treating us the same way as smokers? Because you're not looking at a combustible. The only time you get any flame on this is when I'm cleaning my coils. Yeah? And if you're using stock coils, that ain't going to be an issue, is it?
No.
So,
I mean, it's just like what Jason says. It just shows how lucky we are in the UK.
You're not kidding. Jay Jerry says, so it's saying that vapors can't have treatment because you vape. Basically, yes, mate.
That's disgusting.
This guy sold his home. You know, he's obviously in dire need of help. His wife's got dementia. And now they're playing this game with him. It really is unbelievable. Really is. So, despite helping many millions of smokers quit, the European Union still steadfastly refuses to put e-cigarettes into its Beat Cancer plan. Feedback from a public commission on the plan saw hundreds of submissions from NGOs, academics and scientists, vapers associations, as well as vapers. As an expert on harm reduction, Francis Crawley, the executive director of Good Clinical Practice Alliance Europe, said the EU should follow the UK's lead. Most probably because the precautionary principle is overemphasised and the preventative role of harm reduction underestimated in the prevention of cancers. It's easier to enforce bans or draconian regulation on so-called SIM products, such as alcohol and tobacco. Harm reduction policies demand regulations which are proportionate and risk-based, which are perceived as cumbersome for regulators. That's an interesting point.
It is.
And it's one you don't hear much of.
No.
So the draconian measures that we've seen recently coming out of the States, etc., it may not be because they're complete numpties. It may be because they're complete lazy numpties.
Well,
couldn't resist that.
I mean, let's face it, the rumblings that's going off in Europe at the moment,
it's not looking good.
It's not looking good at all. To be honest with you, I'm quite surprised what is actually being said.
It seems to be coming from a small proportion of politicians out to make a name for themselves.
But they're directly quoting American scientists, well, more politicians themselves.
Well, this is it. But
But from what I can gather, they're using the same blooming evidence.
Yeah, which has already been disproved.
Mm.
And speaking of which, here's something I never thought I'd say on here. Gateway theory slammed by new Australian research.
Ooh.
A new study by Australian scientists shows the so-called e-cigarette gateway effect is non-existent and flavoured e-liquid bans are pointless. This is from Colin Mendelsohn and Wayne Hall. Now, Colin Mendelsohn is a name that if you've followed the show and you've followed especially our chats with Paul, it's a name that you will be familiar with. He's a harm reduction advocate. And it's just been published in the International Journal of Drug Policy. One of the key findings is some teenagers are predisposed to taking up smoking or vaping, and in the case of the latter, the majority is simply experimenting, which is what's been passed by the vaping community for a long time. An interesting bit is, however, as we've argued, there's no good evidence that vaping nicotine is leading significant numbers of young people to become regular smokers. A ban is more likely to have a net harmful effect on public health by denying addicted adult smokers to less harmful products for cessation. And I think pretty much... Oh, no, we've done that. We did that a couple of weeks ago with the nicotine with COVID sufferers.
There's still rumblings in France, though, isn't there, with the nicotine and COVID?
There is, and it's, I think you're going to always have problems because it's nicotine. It's been vilified so much, and as they said back in the 80s, they wish they'd gone for the tar instead of the nicotine.
Yeah. Oh, they really do regret that.
Sorry, I've just seen Timmy's comment. Don't forget to exercise during lockdown, so move those thumbs to the upward position. Yay! Good lad. I like that one. Not so much news, but just to make people aware, Mooch has been spreading the word about the Golsey S4 battery charger.
Yeah, it was Chris that brought it up to our attention. By all accounts, it's a little bit faulty.
Yeah, the EU is so concerned it's placed the charger on its rapid alert system for non-food products, which is an unfortunate acronym, RAPEX, which is no. It says users could possibly receive an electric shock, adding the insulation is not sufficient and the creepage distance between the live primary and accessible secondary circuit is not adequate. A user may consequently come into contact with live parts and receive an electric shock. The product does not comply with the requirements of the Low Voltage Directive or the relevant European standard. So Mooch has a video up. If you are interested or if you own the device, go and have a look at it, for God's sakes. Now, Mooch does say on Facebook, don't let the Galeese sales reps intimidate you into deleting your posts. They claim the 2017 LVD safety test document is genuine, but whether it is or not is irrelevant. There is still a 2020 recall issued by the European Commission. Even if the S4 charger actually did pass testing in 2017, that means nothing now because the EC says it's two serious safety issues. So,
at the end of the day, if it needs recalling, it needs recalling.
This is it. I'm intrigued, though. Oh, the Lord of Lewdness, the Saint of Sinners. The geezer of the gutter is with us. Sinner! Oh, bless.
And getting back to what you were saying, so like if it's a decent enough company and it needs recalling, they should recall it.
I'm more concerned about what Mooch's comments are suggesting, that there's pressure from the sales reps. Bit worrying, that. Bit worrying. Now, is it the sales reps from the company, or is it third party? Thank you, Grumpy. Or is it third party stockists?
Well, it could be, couldn't it? I mean, sales reps.
It's a bit vague.
Yeah, it is a bit vague on those sales rep. But I mean, for argument's sake, I mean, we hear about it all the time about products being recalled from major companies. So Galicia are supposed to be pretty decent.
It's supposed to be.
So I can't see it being a problem, as long as obviously they are going to recall it and look after the customer base that's actually having problems with it, or actually have just recently bought one.
Well, you'd think, given this is starting to go viral, you would think there would be some very quick PR. You really would. By the way, Liz, if there's not pictures, it didn't happen. Right.
Jay Jerry was saying that the company is being ignorant. It's not them who's recalling them. They are doing fraud with the testing documents.
Not if it passed in 2017, but as Mooch says, the 2020 recall overrides that. Bunny says, to be honest, Galicia chargers are overpriced. Now I have another reason not to buy one. Unsafe. Where were these things not tested before they went on sale?
Yeah, true.
Is this another moving goalpost? Because we're talking a 3-year gap here. We know how legislation shifts and changes.
So it's the EU that's actually recalling them, not the actual company.
Yeah. So. Yeah, right, Liz. I'll believe it when it happens. Bless you.
See, that's always been a bugbear of mine. When it comes to vaping products, not just chargers, I'm on about all. The warranty is very, very crap. 3 months at the most. And let's face it, all electronic, it's at least a year's warranty.
2 if you distance. And it's a reasonable, dependent on the value of the goods, it's a reasonable lifespan. Phil, thank you for that. According to Mooch, the documents that they presented were for different charger with different components. If that's the case, oh boy, somebody's going to be for the chop. There we are. As far as aware, the regulation's still the same. Good to know. You know, these things do have a habit of being changed.
Do you know something? I bought an eFest 6-bay charger. How long ago now? It must be 4 years ago. It must be 4 years ago. I've got a couple of X-Star ones, but on a daily basis and on about daily, every day it's been used, and that's me first, and it's never failed me.
I've got X-Star 4-bay. That's been running almost constantly now for coming up to 20 months. Never let me down. Absolute corker.
I mean, let's face it, and we all know how eFest was good at one point, and then all of a sudden the batteries weren't as good as they originally were, and then they got this. But I had that. It must be 4 years I've had that eFest 6-bay charger. Must be.
I must admit, I paid a little extra because the X-Star's got the LED display, etc. I think it was one that Vic reviewed, and it was so worth it.
I mean, this one I've got, it's got the display, everything. It tells you all the information that you need to. It passes through each battery and everything. Yeah, I touch wood, I've had no complaints. And he does me 21700s as well, so.
Well, that's what I love about the X-Star as well, yeah. Phil says the Galicia 21700s are way overrated. They claim 35 amps but struggle at 25.
Really?
That's worrying, because if you're building to, and Mooch has always said this, if you're building to an advertised ampage, and let's be right, most of us do, you know, you take what's on the advert
Oh God,
It's
I do.
blinding.
I mean, blooming
Yeah.
heck, especially when you're making mechs. I mean, you're not too bad on a regulated mod, but once you're playing around with mechs, or you like I've got unregulated mods, you need to know what your batteries are.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I can't recommend Mooch highly enough. He's God when it comes to batteries. Top and
He's
bottom
not
of
the
it.
Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
He's a very naughty boy. But he is, honestly, I've followed Mooch for a number of years, and I've always followed his advice.
He's never seen people wrong, has he?
No,
And what I love about Mooches is it doesn't stay a static review. If something crops up
yeah, he'll update it
later
as
on,
well. He
yeah,
regularly updates. He goes back to things and rechecks them.
oh, I do love Mooch. I like to replace my chargers pretty often, to be honest. To be honest, batteries, yes. Charger, not so much.
I do a yearly purge with my batteries.
Yeah, I'm
Every
about
year.
18 months.
Every year I change my batteries. I'm getting ready now to upgrade. But I've sort of like got batteries in order
Yeah.
instead of buying a massive big bulk, because obviously I can't afford a massive big bulk. And I get all my batteries from Fogstar.
Well, yeah. Batteries, I've tried a few places. When I first started vaping, eBay was one of them. And after a couple of horrific incidents, it was like, no, you know, followed Mooch for a number of years. Restraining order incoming. Woohoo! Monty Python, Mexican wave round the chat. Go, go, go. When I vape mechs, batteries have a 6-month lifespan for mech use. When the next 6 months went to regulating mods and out the door. Fair enough. I
Yeah,
must admit.
that is about right for what I do, to be honest with you. And what I've been doing is I get to that cycle of, right, I'm going to rewrap it, so I know the rewrap ones are for me regulated mods. I mean, brand spanking new ones are for me mechs.
Mick, I know, mate, but I was a new vapor, very limited budget.
Did it end? Did the batteries you buy ended up with fire at them?
The batteries I bought ended up being lobbed out of the back door, and they cleared the backyard and went into Ginnell.
Into Ginnell.
Into Ginnell.
Into Ginnell.
These weren't just ejected; they were Yorkshire ejected. I came back from work and I just caught one venting. And it literally got ripped out the box, hid into Ginnell.
Ooh.
I gave it 10 minutes. There was no bang, so I went out and recovered it and got rid of it.
Yep, Liz, Yorkshire, all the way.
Well, Liz is a Donny lass, isn't she?
Yeah. And Bill replaces his charger every 2 years.
Blimey.
Interesting.
Does anybody... I mean, we've had a couple of comments now about replacing the charger. I'm intrigued on what basis.
Yeah.
What's a Ginnell? Back alley.
What's Ginnell? Saying that, round here, they don't call it a Ginnell, they call it a Gennell.
A Gennell?
A Gennell, yeah.
Always throw your batteries into a Ginnell. Is that a euphemism, Mick? I replace my chargers when they're tired and worn.
Well,
I'm
Jules,
the same, Jules.
I'm exactly the same. Yeah.
I replace batteries.
I mean, I am Yorkshire. I am tight-fisted. I am thrifty with my money. So the only thing that I'm not thrifty with, there's two things in my life that I'm not thrifty with. One is coffee, and second's my batteries.
Yeah. Definitely. There we are. A ginnel is a small alley that opens up into a yard.
There you go.
And Sinners put, when I'm finished with you, your ginnel will... No. No. Just no. Sinner, I love you, but there's no way that I'm reading that out.
No.
I got some batteries from a vape market stall. They've been much better than any I bought online. Not all market stalls are bad.
No, not because it's a market stall. Don't mean to say that they're a bad company.
There's a high chance that you possibly getting it from the same distribution places that a lot of shops get them from.
901 is exactly the same as me. I have a 4-year-old 6-bay charger from eFest. Mine's going strong too.
This is it. With chargers, unless it's not actually showing the proper voltage or ampage, I would just keep on using it till it died.
Yeah, literally. See, the one that I've got, what I like about it is it's got a proper plug. It's got a 2-pronged attachment. It's not a USB or anything like that, or you've got a power down or anything like that. It's just literally you plug it in, and that's what I liked about it, because a lot of the chargers I've seen, the USB dependent, and I don't like that.
Yeah. I must admit, I'm not a big fan of USB stuff.
Ironically, I got my eFest charger from TVS in Gainsborough 4 years ago. And the reason why, daft as it sounds, the reason why I bought something like my charger from an actual shop is that if I had any problems, I could take it back. Instead of having messing about going on internet. You pay a little bit more, yes, that's true. But for argument's sake, in that warranty period that you have with the shop, you can take it back. It's a lot easier. That's why.
I've got to read this one out. A proper plug and 2-pronged adapter. Is he still talking about chargers? Asking for the wife. I think we broke Timmy as well. Because Timmy's just put, by heck, I had a curry last night, my ginnel's right, so he's now adopting it, bless him. I'm with you, Jay Jarry. I'm not a big fan of this sudden everything that recharges stuff or power leads being USB.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Because there are USB capable plugs, and then there are USB capable plugs.
Yeah. It's why I picked it. It was one of the main obviously, because it was a 6-bay charger for starters. Obviously, mechs, you need plenty of batteries charging. So, and plus of the actual plug and everything. That's why I bought it. I'm not into this USB stuff. No. Not for charging. I like a proper charger.
I
don't need all this blooming LED lights that are flashing all over the shop. It just tells me I've got a little screen about sort of like yay big, about an inch, maybe a bit more. Yeah, about 2 inches. Tells you each bay what's going off, and that's it.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Thank God for that. I thought I'd froze then on eBay, but my eyes just moved. On eBay, YouTube, dear God,
YouTube?
Get your head out there.
We're on YouTube, sir.
We're on YouTube, not eBay. How much for a fat lad in corner?
Mick had a 4-slot USB charger that went pop. Yeah.
Iris, I completely get what you're saying. I am pointing out some USB plugs fail. But the issue with the USB plugs is that the actual wattage that they are capable of handling is very rarely advertised clearly. So you end up with the same issue that you get when people using phone chargers to power USB leads. Because they're normally designed for the the output required by the phone,
Mm.
which isn't going to be the same as the output required from the battery charger.
I don't know. I think it's just me being old-fashioned. I mean, I know everything's gone USB, but I like a proper lead, and yeah, it's just the way I am.
But what the feature I'd love to see in a battery charger, when it's finished charging the batteries, power down.
Yeah, that would be good.
You don't see it. I have yet to see a battery charger that does that. How come there's 50 watching and only 25 likes? Asking for a friend. Cheers, Mick. I like your friend. Giving out freebies, F. I say. Little taster, F. Little taster. Right. Get your bumpers polished, kid.
Okay, are we ready?
I
Main
think it's
topic,
that
is it? Are
time.
we going for the main topic?
I think we are.
There you go.
My God. That's impressive.
You get posh here.
Hey. There we go. They only put out the load the device requires. The issue used to be with the Ego batteries. No, fair enough, Irish. Fair enough. But with some of these, like I bought a couple of adapter plugs for USB from Amazon, which were advertised at output was 3.5 watts. When I got them, no, they were coming out about 1.5 watts. And then when I checked the sticker, there was actually a sticker underneath. It was inscribed into the plug underneath the sticker.
All right.
So.
And yes, I agree with Bill. I do not leave my batteries charging overnight. Never do. Grumpy's waiting for Jan's bumper. So am I. It's 3 o'clock.
Gagging.
Gagging.
Too much time off Bumper Fest.
Whoa, look at that! Took a demo show to appear. Come on, get your puppy out.
You know what? It's actually 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock.
I'm going to throw you one week.
Yeah, come on. No, you've got to come. Come. Please come.
No.
Please come. No. Show a hand, at least.
And
wait.
Because you'll drag me.
I promise I won't.
No.
I promise I won't. Come on. Just wave to the folks. They're all saying hello to you. No, they can't see you from there. Go on. There you go. There's just a hand. Love you, sweetheart.
I love you.
Everyone's saying hello to you.
Hi.
See you later, Sinner.
Coffee. Is Sinner going?
Sinner's off. He's off to rebuild his Lego.
It's 3 o'clock. Everyone stops for tea. Coffee. Sorry.
No puppy.
Gav's disappointed because there's no puppy. Gav's disappointed because there was no puppy.
I'll surprise him next week.
The hand of Jan.
The hand of Jan.
You know that does need to go on the bumper. The hand of Jan.
The hand of Jan. Yeah, the 3 p.m. tea bumper is required. I'm going to have to make one now.
Right, well, now we've seen your wonderful bumper. Let us start the main topic. And the main topic this week is 80s film.
Oh, God. This is going to be fun.
Well, we talked about the horror flicks last week. And we started noticing when we were chatting, most of the good stuff was from the 80s.
From the 80s.
And it was like, well, it's not really a horror flick. No, but it's a bloody good film. So all of a sudden,
I still state that most of my favourite films, I don't know whether it was an age thing or what, but most of my films that I class as really good films came from the 80s.
which leads us into our first question. Were they actually good films, or is it because we were teens in the 80s?
That's a good point, that.
You do tend to sort of empathise with things more in your teens, don't you? You know, the love song on the radio is about you.
No, I've never thought of love songs about on radio about me, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's a guy who works down the chip shop, swears his Elvis didn't move you.
No, it didn't. No. Mine was more bring your daughter to the slaughter and things like that.
Yes, I heard about you. Hephaestus says I would say the latter is the reason.
It's nostalgia, isn't it? So come on then, let's talk about films.
Yeah, well, where do we start? I mean,
So are we going to go for genre first?
we can do.
Yeah? So what we're going to go for first? Chick flicks.
Dirty Dancing's got to be at the top of the
Oh,
list.
it's got to be Ante. Ghost.
Ghost, Steel Magnolias, only
God,
just
that-
80s.
Yeah.
But what that film had you laughing and crying at the same time, and it was
Some Kind of Wonderful comes to mind.
some kind of wonderful.
Yeah. Can you remember the guy that did Mask? Looked very much like Michael J. Fox.
All right, yeah.
Michael J. Fox could have played in that film. It was a very teeny. I did like that.
You know the one. If we're talking chick flicks, and it crosses over into coming of age. Say Anything, just for the scene where he stands by his car with the boombox,
Oh yeah.
and he's playing In Your Eyes.
Mm.
Peter Gabriel. That scene just sticks in your head. Love that film. The Skinhead made me laugh. Ghost was okay, Zan. Ghost was the 90s, but just
Was it Ghost? Was the 90s? I always thought it was 80s.
Cause where are we? Dirty Dancing was 87.
Yeah, that's
So
true. Yeah.
Swayze would have been 91, 92.
Blooming heck.
The
how
the Schwarzenegger films are out.
yeah. Running Man. I used to love the Running Man.
Best
Thought that
Little
was brilliant.
Whorehouse in Texas. That has to get one of pure kudos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Peter Gabriel, I'm Gabriel Byrne.
No, I know one chick flick, Predator.
Predator is not a chick flick.
No, it's definitely not a chick flick. That.
See, Karate Kid, good film. I think that's for a different discussion slightly later, because I don't think that the romance was more in the third one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She's going to surprise Gav with next. Footloose.
Footloose. Footloose.
Well, Footloose, again, was it a musical? Was it a chick flick?
Yeah, it was a chick flick. That was definitely a chick flick.
But Footloose brings something up. 80s films went hand in hand with the soundtrack. Look at it. You got Footloose, you got Staying
Oh,
Alive.
hang on a second. Before I've fist bumped to blooming Zan. I am totally with you on that one. I didn't like the first Predator, but I like Predator 2.
Oh, with Danny Glover. Yeah, awesome.
Right at the end, where the Predator gives him them guns.
Yeah.
I thought honestly, that just blew me away. Sorry, I do apologise.
But, well, Bill's just thrown another one in there. The Crow.
Oh yeah,
The film was brilliant. The soundtrack was awesome.
If you're talking about films like that, though, Lost Boys.
Again, film was good. Soundtrack was brilliant. But I mean, getting back to with the chick flick, are we including like the teen angst? Because in the 80s, there was a lot of teen angst movies as well. You know, St. Elmo's Fire, 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink. You know, I mean, Pretty in Pink. I still love that song today.
Yeah.
Psychedelic Furs, you know, it's just part of the
Heathers. Blooming heck, yeah, I remember that.
God, that's going back a bit. Weird Science, great film and soundtrack. You're not kidding. And Kelly LeBrock.
Jules, did you know there's a box set? There's 2 more films after Lost Boys. They weren't as good.
See, Mannequin.
Mannequin was ace.
There's one film in this genre that people forget. Splash.
Oh, hi, Splash. Tom
Hanks.
What's her face?
Daryl.
When she were more girly.
Yeah, she wasn't strung out.
Oh.
They were rubbish, Mark.
Yeah, they were.
Classed as coming of age films. Well, they're teen angst, aren't they?
Yeah. Coming of age. There was a lot of coming of age films.
Yeah, they all seem to come out the same studios as well, didn't they? So, Daryl Hannah, that's it.
Daryl Hannah. Oh, she was lovely then. She went a bit butchy. By the time you get to blooming Kill Bill, she was really manly.
Yeah, but she'd been dabbling with recreational chemicals by
then, yeah. Blue Lagoon. Blooming heck, yeah.
Sam says, Weird Science, oh my God, I must have whitewashed my ceiling about 100 times.
Weird Science was brilliant.
It's when she's in the shower and it's just like the look between the 2 kids. Another one for the chick flick. But honourable mention, Lady Hawk.
Can't remember that one.
Rutger Hauer.
Okay.
Plays the... him and Michelle Pfeiffer play a couple, cursed. During the day, he would be... she would be a hawk. During the night, he would be a wolf. And the only time they would see each other was at one point.
I do remember it. Blooming heck,
Matthew Broderick was in it, but seeing as Matthew Broderick was in everything in the 80s. But that was a... Officer and a Gentleman, what a film.
Yeah.
I don't know if I class that as a chick flick.
Another chick flick, Overboard.
Yes. Goldie Hawn and... Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. And I also like Bird on a Wire as well.
Don't think I've ever seen that.
That was Goldie Hawn and Mel Gibson.
What else we got? Right. Net Reality has just named one of my all-time favourite films, The Princess Bride.
Yeah. And Grumpy's just named one of mine, St. Elmo's Fire.
The Princess Bride. Is there's a shortage of perfect breasts in the world. It would be a shame to damage yours.
Just to give you a little heads up there, Grumpy. I played at Retford with John Parr, who did St. Elmo's Fire's soundtrack.
He's a Donny lad as well.
Yeah.
Did we get to Bill and
Too
Ted?
right, Stuart. I was looking up her skirt. Oh, I had a thing for Goldie Hawn. Oh, yeah.
Easy, Tiger.
What are you on about? We watched Overboard recently, and my nephew, Danny, he's got a thing for Goldie Hawn as well.
Well, that's just cradle snatching. Richard Gere. Now, was it Richard Gere that was in American Gigolo?
He was, yeah.
Played the hairdresser.
He did.
Yeah. That's gone. The one scene from Officer and a Gentleman. Oh my God.
So which one do you like?
It's a punk vulture.
Needs to be higher, love. Needs to be higher.
Oh, bless. It was,
It's time for me to go back now.
Okay. Oh, I love you. I'll have to move it so they can see it. There you go.
I never thought I'd hear you saying it needs to be higher, love.
Jan has lost the pot. Get her booked in, Mark. Oh, we
bless.
love you.
I mean, I'm surprised because looking through chat, most stuff we're getting is. No need, Key. No need. Steady on, Mark. I'm not used to you saying this.
He's Mr. Fibble. You've been naughty, haven't you?
So let me get this correct.
Fucker.
You want to get onto a magic carpet and meet the king of the potato people.
The potato people.
Foka.
So what's his next ones? We've got to go for the Macho Man.
Does Top Gun fall into that?
No, I wouldn't think so. I'm not quite sure what Top Gun would come under. I did enjoy it.
It's an action flick, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of romance in there. There's a homoerotic volleyball scene with lots of young men greased up and playing volleyball.
Yeah. But I was thinking more of blood sports and things like that. And what was that one where he was on the boat? Seagal.
Oh, played the chef.
That's it. Then obviously,
All I
Grumpy.
can think of is the strippogram.
Yeah. Die Hard films. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Under Siege, that's it. And there was Under Siege 2,
Escape
which
from
was
New
on the train.
York. Was it Escape from New York? 80s. It was, wasn't it? It was only just.
1980.
I love Escape from New York.
Now, one with Mr. Russell as well that people forget. Big Trouble in Little China. That is a corking film.
And we definitely can't forget Rambo.
First
Mad
Blood.
Max.
Mad Max? God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the first Mad Max. That was 70s.
Yeah.
Beyond Thunderdome was the big 80s release for Mad Max, wasn't it? Oh, Hephaestus, thank you. Somebody else that's seen it.
Rowdy
Rowdy
Piper. They Live. Awesome. Absolute awesome film.
That film had its tongue so firmly in its cheek, it was unreal.
It was brilliant. I love that. I thought it was a clever little film, that. All right, yeah, it might have been a bit cheesy, but it was a clever little film.
It was a cracking parody of what was going off at the time.
Especially with the obey and all that. Like when you took the glasses off, you couldn't see it. It was all subliminal. Roadhouse.
Oh, what a film. Now that does
is a
fall
film.
into the adventure and the chick flick.
Mm.
Now, Steve's thrown up a good one, Platoon.
Yeah.
Now, the 80s seem to be very much split into two camps. Those that enjoyed Platoon and those that enjoyed Full Metal Jacket.
I like both. And I liked Hamburger Hill as well.
To be honest, I also thought Platoon was the far better film. Full Metal Jacket was it was two films. You got the training camp, which was the best part of the film. And then you got the bit where they were in action. Whereas Platoon, it would just seem more of a
Yeah, because there was a
story.
big thing with the 80s and Vietnam War films, wasn't there?
Oh God, yeah.
there
Paul
were
Hardcastle.
loads of
He
them.
should be shot. 19. No, no, no,
No,
no.
no, no, no.
19.
The average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, he was 19. No, 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 19.
Paul, Highlander's definitely on the list.
Oh, God, yeah, Highlander.
But everybody knows we love Highlander. How often do we manage to work it into most of the shows?
Oh, you got to.
See, Highlander was great. I actually do enjoy watching Highlander 2 and Highlander 3. Once it got to the source and the likes.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, that's another good film.
I think that deserves a genre to itself. That was such a film. But the other thing I noticed whilst I was going through this list, the length of them. Nearly all of them were around the 120-minute mark.
Really?
Look at it these days. No wonder my arse is numb. I mean, we went to see Avengers, didn't we?
Oh, God, that went on for about 3 hours, were it?
Yeah.
Welcome back, Irish.
You're slapping your legs halfway through the film.
Well, saying that, X-Men, the first one, was only 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
Blood Sports with Van Damme. Yeah.
Well, that was...
I think in every
Van Damme
film
decade.
they stretched his legs, didn't they, with them ropes?
Oh, God, yeah. Well,
I think every film that you ever made, they stretched his legs.
What was it? Bloodsport, Kickboxer. There was the one where he played the guy who escaped from jail. My arse is numb because of Preparation H. No.
Maximum Overdrive. God.
I always thought that didn't feel like that. Felt like a glorified music video. Maximum Overdrive.
Double Impact. I thought that was later. That.
No, I think that's late 80s.
Was it late 80s?
Best of the Best is definitely 80s.
Oh God, Stevie, yes, definitely. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Most definitely 80s film.
Well, if you look at it, during the 80s, you'd got Empire. Empire Strikes Back was 1980.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi.
83. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then you've got... did Temple of Doom just sneak in at the end of the 80s?
I think so.
4 huge films, all with... lest you forget the what? The Ten Commandments, which was 220 minutes long. True. Fair point, Festus. Fair point.
Meaning of Life was 83.
Meaning of Life. See, out of all of them, I think that's the weakest film.
Meaning of Life, yeah. There was still some good bits in it, though.
Oh, there is. Especially
every sperm is sacred.
I still had the sex education class.
Yeah, Aliens. Yeah, don't forget Aliens.
Don't forget RoboCop.
RoboCop.
That caused
Do you know
me
something? I like the second one more than the first.
I thought the first one was brilliant.
Oh yeah, it was, but I just like the second one, especially where they take that bloke apart and he's in that tank and all you see is his brain, 2 eyes, and his spinal cord. It was so like, whoa! As a kid, I was so like, cool.
Oh, don't.
I'll laugh at him, mint.
RoboCop and Dirty Dancing caused me some severe grief because at the time I was seeing a young lady from Milton Keynes, and basically I was going down during the school holidays and stopping at hers. Yeah. She wanted to see Dirty Dancing for the umpteenth time again. I wanted to see RoboCop. We came to a compromise. We saw both films. Dirty Dancing, she snuggled up because it was romantic. RoboCop, The bit where the guy with all the earrings gets hit by the van and turns into mush.
Yeah.
She snuggled up because she was terrified. Either way, win-win.
Oh, Blazing Vapes, you are a star. Stir crazy.
Pryor and
Mm.
blimey.
Empire and Jean. Oh, you've got to have Coming Back to America.
Yeah, Zamunda.
Zamunda. You've also got to have Beverly Hills Cop. Can't forget Beverly Hills Cop.
Dear God. Now, all the Chuck Norris movies, fair enough. There's one that doesn't get mentioned that much, Stevie. Firewalker. It was a sort of Chuck Norris.
Brewster's Millions.
Chuck Norris does Indiana Jones.
Do you know something? I was never a Chuck Norris fan. That type of film I never got into.
Well, the Chuck Norris film, Firewalker, sort of was an attempt to get him into the mainstream. Brewster's Millions. God, there's a film.
We've got to include Ferris Bueller's Grand Day Off.
Can't miss that one out. War Games.
War Games. Yeah, definitely War Games. You want to play a game?
Thermonuclear warfare. Nobody's mentioned E.T. yet.
E.T. was that 80s?
E.T. was 80s.
Scarface, yeah.
Scarface was 83. Say hello to my little friend. It's not that bit that I always remember out of that film. It's the bit where he kills him with the carving knife thing in the shower. And he comes back and he says, "Here's your money, here's your drugs." Oh, you've got both.
Well, we've got Dark Crystal and Police Academy. They are so 80s.
Dark Crystals. Labyrinth as well, 86.
Yeah. Oh, what was that one with Tom Cruise and the devil? Legend.
Tim Curry played the devil, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Willow. Yeah, I can remember Willow.
Bachelor Party purely for the donkey scene.
Darren, you're a hero. Last Starfighter. Yes, fist bump for that one. I love
Gremlins
that
as well.
Yeah, Liz, 1984. Please tell me you ain't frozen.
No, I am frozen.
Oh, thank God for that. Spaceballs.
Spaceballs was good. I enjoyed
I
it.
didn't. Yeah, I'm like that with Mel Brooks. I love Blazing Saddles, but Spaceballs. I think the problem with Spaceballs, it came out too late compared to when Star Wars was at its height.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Never-ending story.
Gailey's just mentioned the great one, Cocktail. I love that.
That's a proper chick flick, that.
Cocktail was my Jerry Maguire for the 80s. Because watching Jerry Maguire in the 90s, oh my God.
National Lampoon. Ghostbusters. We've not even mentioned Ghostbusters.
No. Planes, trains and automobiles. Where's your hand in between the pillows? Those aren't pillows. The National Lampoon, The Vacation.
Yeah.
Just purely for the home video of the shower scene that gets turned into a European porn flick.
Cocktail was the reason I grew up to work in a nightclub as a barman. There you go.
Thing about Blazing Saddles, if you try and quote it now, you get banged up. You're not kidding.
You're not kidding. Do you know some Irish? I think he means it.
Development and Pretty in Pink.
Breakfast Club, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pretty in Pink. That was the ultimate friend zone film. Because the guy who really loved her, she just whacked him into
Afternoon Matt.
Naked Gun. Yes.
Definitely.
All the airplane films fit into the 80s.
Oh, Short Circuit. Hey, Laser Lips, your mother was a snowblower.
Number 5 is alive.
Alive.
Woman in Red. God.
Oh, aye. Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, at 1 and 2. They were both 80s.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? God, yeah, I forgot about that.
How can you forget about Jessica Rabbit?
Well, I was more of a fan of Howard the Duck.
I thought Howard the Duck was brilliant.
Mm.
But I was reading up on sort of 80s films, and Howard the Duck apparently caused somewhat of a scandal
Mm.
because of the overtones of it.
Mm.
I tell you what, Paul, this is scary. You're going through my list.
Doc Hollywood.
Oh, I love Doc Hollywood.
That was brilliant, that.
Oh.
Secret to My Success.
That was brilliant as well. Teen Wolf is another one.
Neutrality. Stand By Me is mine and my brother's favourite film. Oh, God, yeah, I've got such a thing for that film. Nuns on the Run.
That was actually a really good
It
film.
was a good film, yeah. Remember Jumping Jack Flash? With
Yep,
Whoopi Goldberg?
Goldie Hawn. Not Goldie Hawn, Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. And it had, what's his face, that went on to play James Bond. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. Blimey neck. A
Fish Called Wanda. I love that film.
Yeah. Was the Blues Brothers 80s? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Just, yeah.
Stripes.
Yeah.
I think wasn't Meatballs 80s as well, because the Lemon Popsicle definitely was. Oh, that was the other one, Revenge of the Nerds. That was 80s. Beetlejuice. I love that film.
That's an awesome film. They're on about making a remake of that, aren't they? Or point two.
You can't.
No.
Just for the banana song.
No.
Exactly. Harry Belafonte went through a proper resurgence because of that film.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Eat the Rich. Yes. Wasn't that was Comic Strip Presents, wasn't it? Eat the Rich.
Blooming heck. We're going through it. Near Dark. I liked Near Dark. The only downside to Near Dark was the ending.
I thought Near Dark was cack.
Bill and Ted.
I really didn't enjoy it. Bill and Ted, yeah.
Excellent.
Purple Rain.
Oh.
If you're talking soundtracks, that is it. But I'm not seeing one that I thought would also appear. Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
That was 81.
What about Beastmaster?
Oh, what a film. Cheesy but awesome.
Oh, it was ace. And you got a chance to see some boobies.
Oh. Hold on. Every 80s movie you got a chance to see some boobies.
After Hours. Yeah, we've mentioned Prophecy.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The infamous scene where Phoebe Cates got out of the swimming pool in slow-mo. Conan. Yes, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer were both 80s. Red Sonja we don't talk about. Wrath of Khan, Search for Spot, Voyage Home.
Yeah.
One of those is a good film. Tron, I love.
I liked all of them. The Voyage Home's ace.
No.
Oh, it's proper cheesy 80s, that.
No.
Don't you like it?
I hate the Voyage Home. Has to be my. It's the one I will not watch.
Oh, I like it. The one that bores me is Wrath of Khan.
See, I like Wrath of Khan.
Oh, blooming Andy North. Flight of the Navigator.
Love that film.
That were ace, that were.
Young Guns.
Yeah.
That was a corker.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Condor Man. Now there's an 80s film.
Oh, blooming it. Michael... Frank Spencer. Michael Crawford.
Akira, yeah.
Hey, we forgot about Terminator.
Terminator was 84. Terminator 2 didn't come out till 90s. So.
No, 92, Terminator 2. Big. Oh, I love Big.
Not a big fan. Buckaroo Banzai. Now there is a classic cult film. Flash Gordon as well. Yeah, that was the first film my mum took the whole family to see. because she was mad on Queen. And it was, my dad had sort of said, "What do you want to do?" And that was it. She just dragged us all to the cinema. Yes, Ben.
We've noticed Blade Runner.
But that is I mean, Blade Runner, there's very few films that have got that ending. You know, the tears in the rain ending that Rutger Hauer delivers. That speech just
Oh God, yeah.
It's fine.
I think that makes the film.
If you could see what these eyes have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a Tom Hanks fan.
I like Tom Hanks because I like the Burbs as well.
I wasn't a fan of the Burbs. Silver Bullet. Now there's a cracking werewolf film.
Oh,
That's based on Stephen King.
Mm.
Poltergeist was 83.
Yeah.
Sorry, 82.
Was it 82? I knew
82.
around that.
The Shining was 1980. Here's Jack. Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2, they were brilliant. Out of all the first two were fantastic.
Talking about, I was just about to say, Timmy, Goonies.
Oh, Lisbeth, Colour Purple, one of my favourite.
Yeah, that was a heavy film. Neutrality, Time Bandits, yes.
Blues Brothers. The Goonies. Hey, you guys.
You guys. Do the shuffle. Ah.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I think we've covered quite a few on the list. One we haven't mentioned, Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, I that were a good one, that.
Jessica Lange and Morgan Freeman.
Wasn't that the one, this
Tom!
fresh, I'm 90% sure it were 80s. Fresh fried green tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe.
That was early 90s.
Because that was in kind of a similar genre to Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah. Altered States, that's a corker.
Blimey,
That came out the same year as Evil Dead, so that would be 81. Fried Green Tomatoes is definitely 90s because I was with my first wife then. But what a great film.
Yeah.
I still reckon that Steel Magnolias and Driving Miss Daisy, it just seemed to tap into something.
Andy North, we was on holiday at Great Yarmouth, and my dad, my mum, our Raiden and our Sally went to see Octopussy.
Oh, Mac and Me. The poor man's E.T.
Yeah.
What else we got? Midnight Express.
Oh, that were heavy. That was a seriously heavy film, that.
I still wince every time somebody talks about cavity searches there on that. Cocoon. There's one that we haven't talked about.
Cocoon, oh yeah, there were.
Now that was weird because it sort of brought character drama to sci-fi, didn't it?
Yeah, that was
what else we got?
Midnight Cowboy. Alien Nation.
That was a good film.
Mm.
Alien Nation as well. Oh, the original with James Caan.
Mm.
Yeah. Now, Raging Bull. There's one we haven't talked about. De Niro, where he plays the boxer. Taxi Driver. That was 81.
Yeah, blooming heck.
Taxi Driver.
Tootsie. Throw Mama off the train.
Yeah. Oh God. Who meant Tiberius? This is Spinal Tap.
This is yeah. Hey, if we're talking about 80s as well, you've got to include Pink Floyd, The Wall.
True. True. Cannonball Runs.
I used to love them.
Blind Fury, another one.
Mm.
Rutger Hauer. So, I mean, Split Second, Wedlock. Oh, no, Wedlock was 90s.
Was Death Kill 80s?
Murder, Death, Kill.
Mm.
Don't know. Twins was definitely 80s.
Oh, Twins
Thank you,
was,
Tyler
yeah.
Hughes.
Blimey.
Convoy. The Convoy was 70s.
Yeah, Convoy. Same with Smoking the Bandits.
Was it? I thought Smoking the Bandits 2 was 80s.
Yeah, I think 2 was 80s.
Because I remember my grandma took me to see Smoking the Bandit 2.
Mm.
What else we got on my list?
Fatal Attraction. Ooh.
Fatal. Oh, that film. 89 that was.
Yeah.
Here's me thinking I'm off to go and see some erotic masterpiece. It scared the shit out of me. 19 years old, young, dumb and full of hormones, thinking, yeah, take a bird to see
I
this.
think it was, Liz. War of the Roses.
Yep, that was definitely 80s.
Yeah, that was a corking film. Sean Connery and what's his face?
No, War of the Roses was...
Oh, I'm thinking I'm thinking the Name of the Rose.
yeah. Oh, that was awesome, that film.
That one with the monks.
Yeah.
What was it? Slater. Christian Slater, wasn't it?
Yeah. War of the Roses was the same, was Michael Douglas and
Yeah.
Catherine Turner. But
What
now,
was that? What was that film with? What's his name? Martin White hair, and he had the long nose.
It was Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, yeah.
He played the fire chief. It
That's
was based on the Cyrano de Bergerac. Gailey, Caddyshack. Finally, somebody's mentioned one of my favourites. Just for the gopher.
Fishbone.
Just for the gopher. Roxanne, that's the name of it.
Roxanne, that's it, yeah.
But Caddyshack. No, there was a film with boobies. There was a film with the Mars bar in the swimming pool that everybody thought was a turd. There was the gopher. What a film. What's his face? Out of Ghostbusters, Bill. Oh, not Dan Aykroyd, the other one.
Nicky. Nicky in a Space.
Good film. Good film.
Just a quick mention. Glad to hear that you're feeling a lot better there, Tom. Big fish.
Excellent. Bump. The only dance I can do is the Caddyshack Gopher. Good man, me too. Elizabeth, When Harry Met Sally. Lovely story on that one. You know the infamous orgasm scene in When Harry Met Sally, where she says, women can fake it and men can't tell.
Mm.
And you know the woman that says, I'll have what she's having?
Mm.
That is Meg Ryan's mum. And she was there as moral support because Meg Ryan was embarrassed about making the orgasm noises. So...
Oh, man.
The entire monologue Bill Murray said whilst hitting the flowers was completely unscripted. Wow.
Really?
I love that. Just the bit where he's making the plastic explosive bunnies at the end of the film. So,
Steve.
James.
The Elephant Man.
I'm not an animal. I'm a human being. That was such an amazing... When you consider the age we were when that came out, I watched that a few years on in my sort of mid-teens. Changed my life, that film. Awesome.
Oh, that were a good one, Witness. That's the one with Harrison Ford where it goes to that Hamish...
Yeah, the Amish community.
Yeah, community.
Yeah. Long Good Friday. What a film. Oh man, what was the one in the 90s about Mona Lisa? That was another good one with Bob Hoskins where he played the protector. The Fog, yeah. Wall Street, Greedy's good.
Yeah.
Did that tap into a cultural
blooming Gaylor Bops, I Love You. Good Morning Vietnam. Good Good morning, Vietnam! It's time to rocket from the Delta to the DMC! Vive Vietnam! Oh! Dead Poets as well, yeah.
I could never work out whether that was actually based. I know it was based on Adrian Cronauer, but
Yeah.
how much of that was made up? How much of that was real?
I think most of it was ad lib.
Right.
Live. Literally ad lib. Irish, for fuck's sake, Mark, headphones. Yeah, don't forget toys. James, good to see you, kiddo.
Scanners, yeah, that was early 80s. And like we said last week in the Horror Flicks,
Proper Curls, Fist Bump, hello and welcome.
we'd never seen anything like the special effects with the exploding head.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Steve, thank you. The Untouchables and Angel Heart. Both of those are fantastic films. Angel Heart more so because it took me 4 goes to watch it and then work out what the hell was going off. But when it clicked, oh, what a disturbing film.
Yeah, I thought toys were 90s.
Yeah, Toys is. It's Robin Williams.
Yeah, Desperately Seeking Susan with Madonna.
Oh, what crap. The Untouchables is still, I love that. You know, they hit one of yours, you hit 2 of theirs. I mean, the Crow, that was just. I always wonder whether the Crow would have been as big if he hadn't have died.
You could say that about Queen of the Dam as well, couldn't you, really?
Yeah, it's
Because
just,
she died, didn't she?
don't get me wrong. The Crow is one of my all-time favourite films.
Oh, yeah.
But it was very sort of genre specific. You know, if you didn't know what The Crow was, you probably weren't going to go.
And Jules says The Crow was 90s. I thought it was actually 90s.
I thought The Crow was 89. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, everyone's saying Crow was 90s. I thought it was 90s. 94.
My God, that was further on than I thought then.
Yeah.
I was married by then. Right, The Crow's Explorers. There's one that... Do you remember that? The 3 kids. And they find this... Did they find it or did they build the spaceship? I think they find it.
They find it, don't they?
And they end up potentially off to go and meet the...
Another film, I'm sure it was 80s, was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he goes to Mars. Total Recall.
No, that was 90s, I'm sure.
Was that 90s?
Yeah.
I know Running Man was definitely 80s. And I love this Last Starfighter. Absolutely loved that. That was so 80s.
My email's gone mental.
Sorry?
For some reason, my computer, I've got my phone linked up so it...
Kentucky Bill. Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
God, that must be really early. Total Recall was 1990.
We can class it as an 80s film because it was made in 80s.
Sound off. I thought Close Encounters was 78.
And we've got to include my favourite film, Hellraiser.
Close Encounters is 1977.
Really?
Yeah.
Blow a minute. You see, it took that long for it actually to come out onto video. That's why we're probably thinking it was 80s.
Dion! Cobra.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there was a bit of Stallone tunes. Tango and Cash as well. That was 80s, wasn't it?
Oh, Tango and Cash. Remember that? The scene, who do you think he is? Rambo?
Company of Wolves, that was a corker. That was like the adult version of Grimm's Fairy Tales, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I had surgery. I had surgery and got a 3rd breast after Total Recall.
Big Trouble in Little China. Yep.
I could never work out whether that was satire in Snake Plissken you know, old Jack on the Pork Chop Express. Because it was the same team that did it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Carpenter did
Yeah.
the Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
So I could never work out whether they were parodying Snake Plissken in that.
The Rocky sequels, yeah.
Oh, Retford Cinema, yeah, 19. Oh God, Rocky 4 had just come out. So it'd be what, 87, 88?
Mm.
And they showed all 4 of the Rocky films back to back. By the end of it, the testosterone was just washing around your feet. There was people up in the seats cheering and clapping. Drago was on the screen. People are booing. There's popcorn getting thrown. It was awesome.
48 hours. I thought that were 90s, that.
No, another 48 hours was 90s.
Yeah.
The original with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy was definitely 80s. Sid and Nancy, what a film. I loved that film. That was the Johnny Rotten. Sorry, Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
In fact, Johnny Rotten doesn't come out very well in that. The Firm was 90s, I'm sure.
Airplane 1980, yeah.
Yeah.
Rita, Sue and Bob. What a film.
Your slag of a daughter. Well, if your husband was a bit... God. Of course, The Nightmares, yeah.
I was never a big fan of The Nightmares.
I enjoyed them because you could just switch your head off.
Moonstruck, that were a good film.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I was more of a Friday the 13th, the original.
Now, The Devil's Own, was that 80s or 90s?
I think that were 90s.
That's the one where he plays the IRA terrorist. Because wasn't Clear and Present Danger? That was 80s. Because that was a corker. The Big Chill, Legal Eagles. That deserves to be buried.
Dion, Pet Cemetery.
No, because of the straight razor. No.
Yeah. The Witches of Eastwick.
That was awesome. Any film that had Cher, Susan Sarandon, and Michelle Pfeiffer in, lounging around in silky negligees, and then you've got Jack Nicholson. What more could you ask for?
Yeah. We've got to include what's his face?
God, was it really 97? Devil's Own was 97. Sorry, dude.
Mask.
Mask. Oh, you mean the Cher version with
Cher.
Really.
That were a brilliant film. Was The Abyss 80s?
No, I think that was 90s. Out of Africa. Now there is a romance. We're back to Steve's softball. No. Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Dick Durgard, I believe, played Swamp Thing. Because he did in both films. He was one of the few actors that actually played in both films. Do you remember White Mischief?
Yeah.
The Jackie What's-Her-Face that played Servalan, standing up in the bath, butt naked, going, "Is somebody going to F me?"
Yeah, was Private Benjamin 80s? Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Just,
yeah.
Because the TV series was 80s as well.
Field of Dreams.
Beetlejuice is definitely 80s. Field of Dreams, build it and they will come.
Oh, that were a brilliant film, that.
Now, was that 80s or was that 90s?
Don't care, it was still a good film.
Oh, it was an awesome film, but...
Batman was 1989, yeah.
Field of Dreams was 89. My God. So it squeaks in. You know one that we haven't
Superman
mentioned?
2, 3 and 4.
We don't speak.
Steve Dilligaff, I Love You, Dragnet. Bam, 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 bam. How to Know is did the soundtrack.
Aykroyd. Aykroyd and Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks again. Debbie Does Dallas. No, I think that was 70s.
Blue Velvet, that was 80s.
Blue Velvet, yeah.
That was a really... Crash. Do you remember that one, Crash? Where people were getting off because they were...
Yeah, they tried to ban it, didn't they?
Saw that at the cinema. Not one to see with your mates, trust me.
Oh, blooming heck, Neutrality. Rain Man.
That was 90s.
I don't care, but it was still a good film.
You wait for it. I'm going to be wrong again. Probably 88. Yes, I was right. 1988, Rain Man.
Rain Man. That was a brilliant film, that.
You know why I loved that film?
Why?
Aiko.
Mm.
Any film that starts with that song. And and the end, where they're on the train and Ray's saying, no. Nicky, Rollerball, the original with James Caan was late 70s.
Yeah.
Rain Man was, to be honest, Irish, I think Rain Man probably did the autistic more of an injustice than anything, but it was a great film. Because after Rain Man...
Go on. Go on.
Well, after Rain Man, everybody thought that autistic people were idiot savants. If you said autism to somebody after that film, they'd be like chucking toothpicks down and asking them to count them. Yeah. It's taken years to get over that one. Videodrome.
I love you, Steve.
Debbie Harry.
Mr.
Dilgaff. Princess Bride. Any Which Way You Can. Right Turn Clyde.
Right Turn Clyde. They raised them, weren't they? I forgot about them.
Oh, they were awesome. Flash Gordon, 1980. Yeah.
Blue Thunder. Yes, I can remember Blue Thunder.
Now, what would... Because there was Airwolf and Blue Thunder. They were up against each other.
Yeah. God, Doom was 84. Yeah. That is definitely a film that's not aging well.
I still watch that regularly.
Do you?
Yeah, I love that film.
It's definitely not aging right, though.
No, but there's something about it. I mean, when you look at the special effects for the time, on the worms, etc.
Trading Places with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, would they?
Oh, God, did she look good.
Oh, Paul, thank you, Firefox.
Firefox, yeah.
There's one. McVicker. I've not watched that in yonks. Oh, man. Roger Daltrey is playing McVicker. That was awesome.
The last time I saw anything by him was in with Chesney Hawkes. What was that? I'm the only one. What was that? That was 90s. What film was that?
What?
With Chesney Hawkes and Roger Daltrey.
It's the one that One and Only came from. Buddy. Not Buddy. Yeah, Buddy. Was it Buddy?
Oh, I've remembered a film. La Bamba.
Oh, The Big Bopper. Yeah.
The story of, what's his name? Richie Valens.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz.
No, the Wizard of Oz wasn't. There was Wizard of Oz 2, wasn't there, that came out in the 80s?
Return to Oz was the 80s. Street Hawk. You're right, Zam, but what killed me was when they just sped up the film. This bike's supposed to be doing 300 miles an hour. The Untouchables, that was awesome. Oh, The Wiz was the black version of The Wizard of Oz. It was taken from the stage play because that had got Diana Ross in it.
Neutrality. Three Amigos.
Oh, what was it? Oh,
But Grease 2 was 80s. And that was Michelle Pfeiffer, wasn't it?
did she play the love interest in Grease too?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Was The Wanderers 80s?
The Wanderers.
Yeah, The Wanderers.
Yeah, come out and play.
I'm sure that I've got a feeling they were 80s.
Was The Wanderers.
Yeah. Warriors.
That was a good film, though.
Yeah.
The Jerk. That was 90s, I think.
Man with Two Brains, yeah.
Dirty Rotten that was 90s. Surely Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Michael Caine and Steve Martin.
Have we mentioned Zardos?
That wasn't 80s, was it?
I'm sure it was. I thought it was right beginning at 80s. Zardos. My wife hates that film. I liked Mannequin.
No, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels was 1988.
Bumming it.
It was a funny film, especially where he was playing the brother. The Jerk came out in 79. My God.
901 says, okay, I give in. I've been entertained, so thumbs up from me this week.
Thank you, 901.
Thank you, 901.
Ain't it strange how your memory plays tricks? You know, when you talk in films, I've noticed this. You don't remember so much the film, but you think you remember where you were.
Blooming heck, Zardos was 74. I didn't realise it was that old. See, obviously, a lot of films that you think, oh, they were 80s and they were probably 70s because of video era. Yeah. Because me and my brother used to go to video shop, and it used to be massive, this video shop. And you always used to get your top title, and then obviously you used to get a cheap one. And obviously that's probably where I saw Zardos, because it was probably one of the cheap ones.
You're not kidding.
Chariots of Fire. Yeah, blooming corking film.
Oh, I loved that one. Oh. No, I'm Raging Bull. I am sure, I know we talked about this earlier, but I am sure, isn't that the one with his daughter at the end of the film in the ring?
I can't remember, to be honest with
you. Hold on. I could have been a contender. No, it's not the one I was thinking of. Because I remember what's Raging Bull, and it was there was just something about it that it was like watching It Was Ugly to be a bloke. There was something just really disturbing about that film.
There was a lot of disturbing films in the 80s.
You ain't kidding. Now, BFG just likes to imagine all films are from the 80s because it makes him feel younger. He saw Nosferatu when it came out. He likes to say that was 89. Irish, pucker up, kiss my...
American Werewolf in London, definitely. Oh, Jaws. Forgot about Jaws.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Was The Shining? I always thought The Shining was
Shining was 80s.
Yeah.
1980, yeah. Because those twins, those two little girls in The Shining still put the willies up me.
Oh, thanks, Mick, for putting the... in chat. I forgot to mention that today. I do apologise. Yes, if you want to catch me again, I'm going to be on the Late Night Vape Show. Yay!
You camera whore, you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Oh, Firestarter.
Blooming heck,
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, but I know Jaws, the original was 70s.
Jaws 3D was definitely 80s.
Yeah, definitely 80s.
I saw that in the cinema. Oh,
Uncle Buck. Oh, brilliant film.
John Cusack. Not John Cusack.
John Candy.
That's the bloke.
Oh, you were brilliant, that bloke.
Oh,
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
now, was Mona Lisa 80s or 90s? I've got to check because I loved that film.
Mona Lisa. I can't remember it, to be honest with you.
I can't remember whether I'm getting this mixed up with the Band of Gold or whether it's... Because I love Band of Gold as well. I thought that was... Mona Lisa, the film, was 1986. So, yes.
Really? Blooming heck.
But that was a corker. That was Bob Hoskins playing the protector for the prostitute. And they developed a relationship.
I did like the mannequin.
Apart from that bloody song.
What, from Jefferson? Jefferson Starship.
Yeah. Nothing's going to stop. Sea of Love.
Blooming heck,
Now, was Carlito's Way, was that 90s or 80s? Because Carlito's Way is still one of my favourites. 1993, no, it's out. That's a shame.
Timmy, it's on at 10:30. I'm looking forward to it. Right, well, we've gone past the hour, sir.
Have we? Oh, God, we have. Right, well, thank you. We've sort of meandered down memory lane here.
I know, yeah.
I'm just amazed how many... There's just certain
There's
things
loads,
and you
isn't
just
there?
think, wow.
Well, it's like what we started after last week's shows. We literally started talking about, what we're going to talk about next week, because we asked chat as well. And we thought 80s films. And it was so like, we were just reeling them off, like we have done today. We're just continuously reeling these excellent films off.
Oh, you're not kidding. I'm going to be catching up on some of the classics now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Netflix is going to get seriously hammered.
Oh, Prayer for the Dying. Was that 80s? Nostalgia for the win, you're not kidding.
Well, talking about nostalgia for the win, Steve, you've got an announcement to make, haven't you?
What?
Well, the person that said nostalgia for the win. Oh, this is...
My
I love
brain's
this.
frozen.
Next Sunday?
Next Sunday, yes.
God,
Yes.
it worked. It eventually, see that, everyone? To see how it just kicked in, the spark lit up in his eyes.
Yes, if you enjoyed this week's show, then join us next week, because we're going to have a special guest. I believe he's a little camera virgin, so we will be popping his cherry live on the show. Bless him.
You don't even know who's coming on.
I do.
You do know it's Sunday, don't you?
Yeah. So he better tame it down as better, the same as me. Key will be joining us next Sunday, but we will also be doing I Want to Start Reviewing. So if you've got any questions for Key, or if you've got any questions to do with you're interested in starting, I think the best bit of advice we can give you is don't.
It's a trap.
It is a trap. But camera virgin, he likes that. Bless him. He's such a tart in real life, but it's the only way we can call him the V word. So Key will be joining us.
Yes.
So if you've got any questions for Key, you know, the infamous little brother of Jenny Sin.
Or if you've got any advice for Key as well.
Joy, be afraid, be very afraid. Cheers, Bill. You broke him now.
Bless.
Oh, so yeah, next week,
We've got a
Keith,
special guest.
on camera. Irish can abuse him and get away with it. Advice for Key, get Jenny on with you. No. No, because you won't be looking at Key then, will you, Irish? I thought they were talking about you, ID Voker. Oh, they don't know about that. Oh, God, what have we started here? Thank you for joining us today. We've thoroughly enjoyed this traipsing through the meandering lanes of memory.
Oh, it's been awesome.
It has. It's been great. But now's the time to wind it up. So what you got coming out next week, mate?
Next week I've got some bits and pieces coming out. I've got a juice review coming out, and I've also got a hardware review coming out as well next week. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Obviously, what with... Things have died down a little bit, so I'm just sort of like catching up with some that, old stuff that I've been sent and things like that. So I'm working through my review queue. So yeah, all good and chozzy. So don't forget, guys, you can catch me on the Late Night Vape Show at 10:30 tonight. I'm going to be a special guest. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've been a special guest. So I'm looking forward to it.
Join us on Thursday.
Yes, don't forget Thursday, 7 p.m, the home service.
And then next Sunday at 2 in the afternoon,
We've got
the original Cinnamon will be joining us. Not Sinner, because he's just original sin.
Well, Bill, I am kind of special. That's what I'm going to say.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Tom Hanks for the show. I amuse myself. Yeah, you wait, Irish. One of these days, we'll pull it off.
One day.
Well, Uggles, Bunny, bless you.
All right, you going to wave goodbye then?
We are. Time to go. Bye!
Bye!
Blimey, those stars don't have spirals.